strongly believes in that. And I think, well, this year I know, for this game anyway, we're conscious of the fact that 3 of our internationals who were with us last year are now playing for Manly today, or 2 of them today anyway. So I don't know about Silvertails, but certainly the money helped there, I think.
Now, West's 3 scalps thus far have been Cronulla, Penrith and Norths. Their form has been uneven in that their attacking play against Penrith in their 27-24 win was superb, but defensively they were just a little vulnerable. The next 80 minutes will tell whether that's been rectified. Every year since rugby league began, youngsters come from country towns with high hopes of making it in the big time. Many fall by the wayside, but occasionally a top performer is produced and makes a big impression. Such a one is 22-year-old Jimmy Lease from Tamworth, who's under contract to the Magpies. Lease had a great distinction. He amazed the rugby league world by scoring 4 tries in his second premiership game against Penrith, and has many good judges already suggesting he's going to go a long way. Jim has an unusual occupation. He's an aircraft engine mechanic. On leaving school at Tamworth, he did his apprenticeship with East West. For the last 2 months since signing with the Magpie, he's been employed by Hawker de Havilland at Bankstown Aerodrome. His present job is overhauling helicopter rotors for Australia's armed forces. A very constructive, important job indeed, and that's exactly how this country youngster handles his important lock job at West, constructively. He's one to watch for later on. Manly, after trouncing Eastern Suburbs 34-7 last weekend, were rousingly defeated by Newtown in the midweek clash 22-7. And from this game they acquired some problems. Firstly, the sending off of international prop John Gray and his subsequent appearance before the judiciary last Friday night resulted, of course, in Gray being exonerated, so he takes his place in the Seagulls lineup for this important clash with Western Suburbs. Wing 3/4 Simon Booth injured a leg muscle in the same game, and he's failed a fitness test, and in return he's replaced by Jim C, who's playing his first premiership first grade game. Added spice to this clash, of course, is the inclusion of 2 of the 3 Magpie connection, John Dorahy and Ray Brown, against their old club for the first time in a premiership match. A quick look back in time to 79 illustrates just how important these 2 men were to West on that occasion of that last clash. So, a match with every conceivable ingredient to be a thriller. Let's see now both sides take the field. The entrance of the Magpies to the field, and let's have a look through this full team. Wayne Smith, Wayne Buckley, Ted Goodwin, Ron Gitto, Warren Bowen, Peter Rolls, Alan Neal at halfback, Jim Lease, Paul Merlot, Bob Cooper, John Donnelly, Jack Jeffries and Terry Leabeater in place of Bruce Gibbs. The coach, of course, is Roy Masters. Goodwin is virtually starting a new career with Western Suburbs. His last 2 seasons were nothing short of disastrous. Still a very talented player. He's got that priceless ability to win a game, a very rare gift indeed, take my word, but he's always been very erratic. Which of his facets will we see today? Now come the Manly side, led by their skipper Graham Eadie. Let's look through this team. Graham Eadie, Max Krilich, I should have said, as the captain. Tom Mooney, John Dorahy, Russell Gardner, Jim C in place of Booth, Alan Thompson, Steve Martin, Wayne Springall, Bruce Walker, Ray Brown, John Gray, Max Krilich, hooker and captain Ian Thompson. The coach is Alan Thompson. Still scoring tries, and like good wine, improving with age, Tom Mooney goes striding through the football season. He is, in essence, a 25% better player now than 4 years ago and would not disgrace any representative side. Less talented wingers in my time have worn the green and gold. The referee in today's game is Mr. Jack Danzy. The statistics of these 2 sides since 73 make interesting reading. Manly have won 12, West 7. Points for 298 Manly, West 254. West have won all 3 games in 79. Since Masters took over at West, West have won 4, Manly have won 3. Manly's last win at Lidcombe was in April 77. Western Suburbs kick off. Manly received the ball. Mooney first touch of the match. Conditions quite blustery, breeze blowing. I'll get the direction for you from Barry in a minute. The ground in absolutely apple pie condition, plenty of grass all over it. And 2 sides, I would imagine, G'd up to a big effort. Dorahy's kick doesn't put Smith under any pressure. He's going to try to go around his man. Does so. Buckley wrapped up short of the halfway line. Barry Ross, the wind is favouring.
Well, it's virtually favouring no one, Rex. It's a crossfield, slightly in Manly's favour, and John Doré noticed that there wasn't much of an advantage. He kept that last kick rather low.
And it's a fairly strong breeze up in the commentary position at ground level.
Yes, quite strong.
Okay. First scrum of the match. And it's a penalty. Here's the altercation between the two halves. Started with Cooper coming in to hold Martin off, and that's a traditional sort of starting to this game between these clubs. I would have thought the players would show a bit of restraint today. Heavy suspensions being handed out. Not a lot in it. Kulich, Mooney. They sort Tom Mooney out in the quarter line. Kulich again. Martin on the blind side to Gartner. 3 defenders surge in on him. Martin, Gray. Got the pass to Thompson, who handled that miraculously well. Quickly to his feet. Walked off the mark, I thought. Martin, Thompson. Eadie drops it. It's on the ground. And knock on. Both sides moving up very, very quickly in defence. There's Max Kulich's 79 and come 80 progress score. 48.7% success ratio in 1980. Wests in their black uniform from right to left. There's a change of possession, a bad pass from Merlot. Kulich runs from dummy half. Steals 5 metres. Another penalty. Lee Vedder being spoken to. Kulich hand over head. Apparently bleeding. And first opportunity for points. He's about 10 metres outside the quarter. He's about 15 metres off centre. The ball will tend to go away to the left of your screen. There it goes. But it's successful. First point to Manly. They lead by 2 points to 0. Walker. No chance to get moving fast there. Was tackled straight away. Gray, Springall, driven backwards by Big Donnelly. Springall. Ian Thompson. Managed just to struggle forward a few metres. Now to Dorahy. Low trajectory kick, not going to pose a problem for Smith. Puts him under no pressure. He's got pace. Evades the tackle of Martin. Doesn't evade Gartner. That's a copybook. Round the knees tackle on the quarter line. Boland at dummy half, and Gartner read that well, but he's evaded the Gartner tackle. West moving it along the line now. Oh, he did so well to hold on to that. It was down against his thigh, Big Cooper. Donnelly winding up to come the blind, and does well. I think that's the fastest I've seen Dallas run. Jeffries, Merlot on the blind side. Pass back inside to lock forward Lease. Just inside Manly's half. Neal rolls. Lee Beater, the pass back nicely too to Rolls. And that's the 6. There's a player sitting on the sideline that one feels would have been very welcome out there today for the Western Suburbs side. Big Bruce Gibbs, although they're doing pretty well in the set scrums without him at this stage. Barry Ross has got Bruce Gibbs there beside him. Let's see what he's got to say.
Bruce, you withdrew from today's game. Why? Stomach trouble?
Oh, torn rib cartilage.
Tell me, you'll be okay for Friday's game against East?
Well, I hope to be all right. I'll find out how I feel at training this week.
And what about this young guy out there in your position? Well, just watch this, Bruce.
Good one. The kick ahead. The race for the ball when he's got it and kicked it over the dead ball line. And bless my soul, that was a near thing. Bit of Goodman drama there with him injecting himself in the line. He's a masterful kicker, and that could have led to a try. Mooney was ecstatic about getting it over the dead ball line. Back to Barry Ross.
Yes, Bruce, just one further question. Young Terry Liebert taking your place. How do you think he'll handle this big game and the big pressure?
Oh, Terry played with me last year when John Donnelly was out, and he handled it no trouble. He had pretty good credentials last week. He played half a game when I was injured. He done 22 tackles in the second half, and the top tackle count was 26.
Well, that's Bruce Gibbs talking to Barry Ross on the sideline. He would have been in the side had he not had rib cartilage damage. Merlo standing up on the tackle. They still haven't put him down. Now they have. About 5 metres outside the Manly quarter. Jeffries. Donnelly again on the boil. The defence met him, and there's a penalty against Manly here. Let's see the incident again. Bruce Walker was the man being spoken to. Here he comes. Dallas Donnelly moving pretty quick. Well, it wasn't a head-eye tackle in that sense. It was from behind, actually. It was done on towards the back. Peter Rolls. It's an easy one for Rolls, directly in front. And he's missed it! That is a let-off. He had a bad day last week, Barry Ross, as I recollect, only kicked, what, 1 or 2 goals from...
1 from 8. 1 from 8 against North Sydney.
He won't get a simpler kick today than that. That is a big let-off. Scrummed at this stage, West 2, Manly 0. The penalties have gone Manly 4, Western Suburbs 2. Wayne Buckley. Merlo. They drive him back a yard. Oh, Liebert has put it down and regathered it. So he's done the only thing he could do was to rectify his error, and he did that.
The drive side of the arena, would you come down from there immediately? The danger should be obvious, otherwise you will be forcibly removed.
Yes, let's have a look at some statistics on Jeffries. He didn't win that scrum, but that's his record now. A success rate of 44%. That's not really good enough for a team with premiership aspirations. No doubt it'll improve as the season goes. Gray from Krillich from dummy half to Martin. Martin throws the ball at the opposition. Both sides really handling badly. Having a lot of trouble with the... maybe the breeze is doing it. That should never have been spilled. Midway between the halfway and the west quarter. Another scrum win to Manly. Eadie stands up in a tackle. Neil has him, and Cooper comes bowling in to knock Eadie and knocked his own man out of the way. Oh dear, oh dear. Terrible pass there. No 6 tackles to go, the referee says, so it was just a straight out bad pass. It wasn't knocked by an opponent. Walker standing deep and coming hard and straight. Cooper getting through a lot of tackling. Gray back inside to Thompson. Ian. Some monumental work being done in defence here. Krillich. Martin. Alan Thompson. Dorohee. Loses the ball. No big pardons. John Gray gets a bit of a facelift there as he's lying on the ground. Well, neither side can keep the ball.
Walking away from me. Both sides walking in.
us a much worse error, hasn't it? Because the penalty has ensued from it, and that means that West will make a territorial gain. That's a towering kick from Rolls, a good one. Another 20 or so metres gain. Oh, Cooper fell heavily there. Had just one leg taken by Ray Brown. And some stupid penalties. That is an absurd penalty to concede there. No gain, no possible help to Manly, and they're just conceding kicks at goal.
George 5, Penrith 2. South Sydney.
And now Rolls has elected not to kick for
Newtown
goal because he thinks he couldn't have kicked it dead had he missed it. Kicking directly into the breeze. Neil, Donnelly, Neil. Well, Donnelly's down, but the referee is terribly concerned with that. I don't think there was any illegality. Cooper on the surge up the blind side. Smith, Merlot. But a big work rate, tends to just die a little bit with the ball sometimes, Merlot. Only about 2 metres away. Good attacking position now. Jeffries to Neil. He drops it. Manly has it. Could have been a penalty to West there. I thought Neil was held by a Manly player. Eddie. +1 tackle. Out to sea. The wing 3/4. One thinks he could have perhaps gone on the outside better. Oh, and Martin's put it down again. Really, for first graders, the handling is atrocious, Barry Ross.
Yes, there's no doubt about that, Rex. Maybe it's the tough tackling, but as you say, first-grade footballers shouldn't make these mistakes.
And both sides are at fault. They're both doing exactly the same thing.
Yes, and not picking up the loose balls. When one side makes a mistake, the other side is then making a mistake too to make it twice as bad and not gaining that loose ball.
John Gray being spoken to there. There was no penalty from it, so the referee didn't consider it a serious crime. Neil wins the scrum, or Jeffries does, and Neil makes the break. Midfield on the quarter line, West End. Lease, Donnelly. Camping themselves in this opening stanza, 20 minutes. Plenty of territorial advantage to Western Suburbs. Neil. Little kick over the top. It's too far, I think. Taken by Eddie, and there's a head high there, no doubt about that. That would have walked somebody if that had connected, I promise you. Gray. Ray Brown. Oh, they've left it behind. Dorahy's wrapped up. And down the Western Suburbs side come once again with Leabeater surging through. Nearly getting into the clear. Dorahy hurt. Seemed to get taken a bit high. Neil rolls. Cuts out, good one. It goes to ground again. Manly have it back. And the handling from both sides, really too bad. Walker. Springall. Dorahy on his knees in the background, being treated by the trainer. Tom Mooney. At the halfway mark in this first half, the score, Manly 2, Western Suburbs no score. Russell Gartner propped and came back in field and ran straight into the defence. Brown. Mooney took that well. Wasn't a bad tackle there by Wayne Buckley, the red-headed winger. Brown. Dorahy, the little kick over the top. It could be a good one. He kicks it through. Still going. Still going. Still going. Still going. And now it's out. Only about 15 metres out, and Dorahy's down again. On the sideline. And no touch judge report on that. Les Boyd in the crowd watching, one would imagine, with mixed feelings, having played for one club and now playing with the other, but under suspension at the moment. Penalty to Wests. in the earlier games today. Western Suburbs put the cleaners through Manly. 18-2 in the reserve grade. 23-7 in the under-23s. Donnelly. Jeffries on the blind side to Lease. Lease has made a half break, and that's a good one. Martin the tackler. Neal. Rolls. Cooper. Standing pretty wide in the rucks, Cooper, and about outside of 5'8" position. Standing deep, coming on the burst. Big, tall, rangy lad. Rolls. Gitto's on the boil. Got a pass back inside the hooker, Jeffries. Jeffries hasn't got the pace to go on with that. But he did well to back up. Fights himself to his feet. Western in attacking position. Neal. Oh, halfway in behind the defence. Last tackle coming up. Danzy calling to Manly. Back onside. Rolls. The kick in the air. Mooney. Who's got it? It's offside. Surely. Try. It's been given as a try, but I'll swear there's a West player touched the ball behind. The last man who got it, Wayne Buckley, will see it again. Now watch Rolls point his toe up to get the ball going high in the air. Now there's a bit of a ricochet.
First try of the match scored for Western Suburbs by Wayne Buckley.
A little bit of doubt about that in my mind. See it again. Rolls with a perfectly placed kick, absolutely weighted correctly. Yeah, it's a try according to the referee, a try. Very close to that corner post, and an important try for Western Suburbs with 15 minutes to go. 3-2 the score, West favour. Just on the sideline, outside the quarter. Struck it beautifully. Oh, faded away. Just at the last, probably would not have gone over anyway, but it was a good kick. West 3, Manly 2. As in previous years, we're continuing with our weekly TV awards for the best footballer of the weekly telecast match. Player selected will be designated Sevens Big League Footballer of the Week. He'll receive $400 and appear on Sports World the following week to receive his cheque. At year's end, all the weekly award winners will be judged by the controversy corner panel. There's a penalty to Manly, walking off the mark. The overall winner will be named the 7 Big League Footballer of the Year and receive what I think is a magnificent prize, an RX-7 sports car valued at $16,000. Edie now from half a metre inside the quarter. He'd be 15 metres, 18 metres perhaps off centre. See the size of the Edie thighs from that shot, can't you? Really huge thighs, eh? Not a difficult kick, but he'll have to be firm with it because the breeze will take it offline. Struck it well. Manly back in front. They lead by 4 points to 3. 2 successes from 3 attempts. 4-3 the score. Manly 2 penalty goals. Ball has been put down. Springall was standing out of the scrum, dropped it behind him. The scrums have gone 4-all. The penalties are 6-5 Manly's way. Mooney, Edie, Gardner leaves the ball behind us, back to Lease. The handling errors have to be seen to be believed. Boland. Edie's there. I think John Gray was there in defence. Now West, Goodwin. Running crossfield, throws a one-handed or a overhead lob pass. That was forward, offside. Little doubt about that. The crowd don't like it, or the west section of it, but that was patently offside. See it again. Here comes the play. No doubt about it. Actually turned towards the man. Now Edie's kick from the middle of the field is quite okay. He makes a gain of about 16 metres. Mooney up to the 10-metre line, just outside Manly's quarter. A run around with Krilich. Brown back to Gray. Oh, it's gone again to ground and it's been knocked on. West should have it, they do. If you saw kids handling in the park like this, you'd complain. There's Gitto coming on a Goodwin pass. Goodwin, Merlot. Donnelly. Donnelly just appears to me to have slowed down a little bit. He took a heavy knock earlier. Lee Beater switches the play to Neil. Little fella tries to weave a path through the meat of the Manly forwards there, but fell to the tackle. Merlot. There's another pass gone astray. Barry, have you seen a game with worse handling this year?
No, I haven't. I can't explain this because both are very good sides and good ball handlers, but there's just too much rushing on the Manly part of things. That's what's causing their troubles.
There's a clean scrum heel to West. Neil ferrets round the open side. Rolls. Lease, a bit of shepherding there. The referee says play on. It's been all Western Suburbs territorially. Merlot. Terrible pass to the winger, Wayne Buckley. Midfield now, inside Manly's quarter. Jeffrey. Little kick over the top. Goodwin coming through. And a penalty. Offside. The referee is saying that they were offside in front of the kicker. It did appear to me that Goodwin was in front of Rolls when he kicked it. That's what the ruling was, anyway. Being waved back a few yards. Mooney. There's 5 minutes to go. Manly have not looked like scoring a try. And Thompson.
Both sides are very flat in attack with the ball, Rex, aren't they? With a strong defence, they've got to be deeper and run onto the ball more.
Well, one would think that would be obvious to quality footballers. They're both standing much too shallow. And too many forwards in the Manly side of things involved before the ball gets to the backs. It's going through 2 pairs of forward hands as a rule. Martin. Oh, loses the ball again. Gee whiz, this, they call him the whiz kid. He's having a bit of a damp squib today. Alan Neal to feed. That's another scrum win to Manly. Alan Thompson. Oh, so close to being away there. Just caught by the jersey. Rolls the man with a strong hand. Ian Thompson. Seemed to take an age to pick that up from dummy half. Just under 5 minutes to go. Krilic runs from dummy half. Got it to Martin. Held that one okay and got to the quarter line. Brown. Gray. Doherty threw the pass anywhere. Who's got it? Knock on again. Unbelievable. I don't think Manly have kept the ball for 6 tackles in the first 35 minutes of this game. One would not need to be a brilliant man to know what the coaches are going to be talking about at half-time, Barry Ross.
Yes, that's obvious.
Scrum now. Scrums are 5-all at this stage. The penalties are 8-5 Manly's way. There's the error. Sad, sad story. Manly 14 times they've lost the ball in the first half. Boland nearly getting through the C tackle. Goodwin. Cooper. Bustling Bob Cooper. Donnelly. Oh, that was perilously close to being knocked on too. Long floating pass. Lovely pass out to Gitto. Looks inside. He evades the tackle of Doherty. There's 3 of them. They should score. Gitto's made a meal of it. Got it back to Buckley. Buckley goes cross field to Smith. Smith unloads the back. deserved a try. The break initially, and Dorahy was dumbfounded for pace there. He was beaten on that occasion rather badly. With about a minute and a half to go, Manly holding on to a slender, undeserved lead of 4 points to 3. Dorahy. And the last tackle coming up, tried to work his way through the middle of the ruck there. Thompson, Edie. Knock on again. Mooney and Neil having an altercation. Silly boys. The judiciary have got a free night on Monday. They'll accommodate them any time. Trains cock-a-doodle doing as they go past in the background here at Lidcombe.
Mr. Dancy was fooled by the train whistle, and he checked with the players and they said train.
Right through, let's have it again. About 22 seconds to go to half-time. And the scrum win to Manly. Spring all is wrapped up the base of the scrum. 10 seconds to go. John Gray calling for the ball on the open side of the ruck. Gray. Thompson, that sounds like the hooter in the background, and it is indeed. And a very lacklustre first half, with Manly holding a 1 point lead, 4 to 3. 2 penalty goals by Graham Eadie to a try by Wayne Buckley from a bomb. Not a great deal of constructive football in it. We're going to hope for better things in the second half, and we'll be back for that in just a moment. Manly get the second half underway with a kick. Western Suburbs will take possession. It's their skipper Boland. And the scoreline, you'll recollect, is Manly 4, Western Suburbs 3. Scrappy, disjointed first half. I think Brown has done some damage to his knee or ankle. Got up with a very pained look at his face there.
I think he's had problems with that throughout the game.
On the blind side, Donnelly. And he's lost the ball. Lost it behind him. Manly a bit slow to react. Neil. Merlot. West tactics have been pretty consistent, and they've stuck to them fairly well. A pound away on the forwards. And then just occasionally the little one back inside to somebody on the inside, maybe Rolls or Neil, and very occasionally out along the three-quarter line. But they pounded away pretty successfully at the Manly pack. Obviously, Masters considers there's some vulnerability there. Scrums were 6-all. There's a scrum win to Manly, and it's a penalty against West for collapsing that scrum. Donnelly being penalised. And still down. Edie. Didn't have a great angle to kick for there, but did pretty well with that. Barry Ross has been in the dressing rooms. What do their coaches have to say?
Well, exactly what you said in the first half, Rex. Alan Thompson, very unhappy. Just said we can't hold the ball long enough to do anything. Roy Masters wants three things to happen: to move up and terrorise, as he calls it. Solid defence, which causes these mistakes for Manly. Secondly, to play his side deep when they've got the ball. And thirdly, maybe there's 1 or 2 gaps up the blind, he thinks, this half.
Oh dear, the passing. Martin having to go back. It wasn't his fault there. It was a shocking pass way behind him. Thompson. Gartner. Gartner. Ooh, just caught by one leg, and he loses the ball. And Wests have got it. The continuing story. This is going to be a massive error count by the end of the day. Donnelly. Cooper. Goodwin. Swivels through one tackle. 10 metres outside his quarter. Cooper. Bowen. Much safer looking football, and there's an altercation with Thompson and Cooper. No doubt the touch judge will come in and have something to say about that. Neil rolls. Smith, the fullback, injects himself into the line. He's picked off pretty well out there by Alan Thompson. That's going to be a good kick. It's going to be a beautiful kick. Rolls, former rugby union player. Good kicker of the football. Now here's the touch judge in on that previous bit of drama between Thompson and Cooper. Good, exciting episode of This Is Your Life on tonight, following the big league, and I suggest you stay on Channel 7 and watch it. A famous Australian, very wealthy man, involved very much in international sport, and you'll get all the information on that by watching the show. It's a good one. Manly in their quarter now. Springall tries to take it out. About 5 metres from the quarter line. Eadie at dummy half. Eadie has been carrying some sort of an injury for a number of weeks. Pillage staggered about 5 metres then, nearly falling over. Thompson, Gray, unloaded, it's gone to ground. Wests have got it. Unbelievable. Merlo looks inside. There's support. Lease is there. Gets it away out to Smith. Now they're moving it along the line. Giddo swivels through one tackle. Can't get a pass away. They pick him off now 18 metres out. Well, 15 metres out. Donnelly takes them on up the middle. Neil. Cooper. Well, they've got him, held him up off the ground there and drove him back a yard. Jeffries switching the play. Gitto. Oh, nearly cracked the defence. He's perilously close to being there. There it is. About 1.5 metres. Bowen. Long pass. Rolls. Merlo. And that's the 6. Good sustained pressure. The redeeming feature of it was that West can hold the ball and Manly can't. Five minutes of the second half gone. There's another scrum win to West. Martin round very quickly on Neil. Lease rolls the run around to Lease again. Rolls, lobs the pass. That's going to go to a Manly player. I think Gartner's got it. Dorahy cuts out a man with that pass to Walker. Still in their quarter. The West defence looking a lot tougher. Pillage. Manly all in a bunch behind the ruck there. John Gray just literally throwing himself at the opposition. That's 10 metres outside the quarter. Dorahy pegged off smartly by Leadbeater. Martin, little chip over the top. It's a good one. Oh, he knocks it on. But they will get possession, so it'll be a scrum. Well, the idea was right. The execution of the kick was perfect. It lobbed right into the open space, but Martin couldn't go down low enough to pick that one up. It didn't bounce high. Oh, that's a second row feed. I would have thought he was going to be pinged for that one. And that's a penalty to West. Manly being penalised for collapsing that scrum. And yet, it seems to be Pillage, the man that brought it undone, according to Danzy. Pressure for Manly. Can they do it? Can they hold it? Or can West get themselves a try at this stage? Leadbeater. Had Jeffries at dummy half. Switches it back to Donnelly. He's dropped it. And it's going to be a scrum because West got repossession of it after their error, so no advantage to the non-offending team. It'll have to go down. West's weight going in there is just pushing Manly off the ball. Another very untidy looking scrum. Important scrum, Springall has it. They're really tackling with a lot of venom. As Springall making a good sprint from the not being marked situation. He got to his feet and went another 18 metres. Thompson. Brown. Territorially, the game has been all Western Suburbs. John Gray got a pass away, about 10 metres from halfway. Max Krillage to his feet. Thompson, a long floater. That's not going to go anywhere, except give West the ball back again. What's that error count at this point in time? Let's have a look at that. That's 19 times to 12. 19 times Manly's lost possession, or given it back to the opposition, more specifically. 12 times West's.
Well, John Gray's not in the scrum for Manly. He's over near the outside centre position on the ground, receiving treatment.
Well, it's a scrum win to West as Neil, the lock forward, picked it up. Gray taking a long while to recover from that knock. Rolls, good one. Smith wrapped up nicely by Gartner and driven back about 5 metres. That's top tackling. Gitto running from dummy half. Well, we may see Gray replaced. He's very slowly to his feet. I would imagine it would be Stephen Cray should he come off. He's up and hobbling. Neil. He's made a break. The pass goes to a support there who went very close to losing it. It seemed to ricochet off his chest. It was Gitto. Neil leased a little kick through. It's been kicked dead, and just as well it was a try on the offering. Edie was able to just get there and get a toe poke to it over the dead ball line. Line drop out. Pressure, pressure, pressure for Manly. 4-3, they hang on to this precarious lead. 2 penalty goals to a try. Edie's kick finds the open spaces, but it'll be brought back by Smith. Merlot, Bowen, Cooper. Good one, did marvellously well. Wayne Buckley gets the high kick. This is pressure for Edie. Look at this one. Who's got it? It's gone anywhere. Merlot has it, 6 to go, only about 2 metres away from the Manly line. Perhaps 3 of the crowd have gone berserk here. On the Western Suburbs side of it. Good one. Jeffries, Neil, Rolls, Lease. Back inside to Leabeater, backing up well. Well done, Lease, to stand in the tackle and selectively give it to the right man. Jeffries, Donnelly. Edie was sweating on an intercept from an inside pass there. Boland with a long pass and a good one out to Merlot. Last tackle. The crowd yelling for that. They thought it was high. The kick over the top. See, it's a good one. He's got it and he gets over. It's offside. The referee has called him offside. Let's see it again. The side-on shot. Now watch the kick. Rolls again with that little toe poke. And he's called Goodwin offside. He had the ball at that stage and it was stolen from him. Head on. Roll it quickly. There it is. Now somebody comes across the top. Anyway, there was no try and we've got Manly back in possession on the quarter. Krillage. Good strong run of about 10 metres. Martin kicking very deliberately. Oh, that was close to touch, but the touch judge had his eye on it. And a fine tackle from C, the replacement wing three-quarter. Oh, Lisa stepped his way right through. Beautiful footwork. Great run, up to halfway. Jeffries, good one. Rolls. Merlot out among the backs. He would have done better to unload there. But they've got play back into Manly's half. 4-3. Manly hanging to this slender lead. Good one. Oh, that was close to being an intercept. Least a nice run around move with Cooper. They got support on the inside. It's gone a good one. Camille, he'll score. No doubt about it. Great try. Underneath the post. Top quality try. West 6, Manly 4. A kick and goal in front to come. And really that was a good try. One of many occasions that Western Suburbs have looked like penetrating this Manly defence. See it again. Good one, came into a 5-8 roll. That pass I thought could have been intercepted, at least involved up to his boot tops. Cooper did nicely. Good one. And then to Neil, and a good one taking the tackle. Nobody on that Manly side could catch Neil with 8-yard start, I'll tell you. From head on. Now there was the clever part. The change of direction by Lease. Cooper nicely. The pass was directed down. Goodwin did well to take it, and then little Neil. He said thanks very much and bolted. The kick at goal by Rolls is successful. Alan Neil, 1979 record, 4 tries from 4 matches. 2 tries to 0. A fair indication of the difference in the sides. Barry Ross has got a player down there beside him who's played for both these clubs. Currently under suspension, though, is Les Boyd. We'll have a talk with him. Barry?
Les, this game must have a lot of memories for you, Manly versus West.
Yes, I'd still like to see West win, Barry, naturally, as I'm playing for them. But West are playing very well, you know, but we just got to keep going and hope we can get on top of them.
Les, early in the game, particularly the first half, there's an enormous lot of errors, handling errors. Why do you think that occurred?
There's a lot of solid defence going on very early in the game, and plus both teams were standing very flat on each other. I think this had a lot to do with it.
Well, now that's Les Boyd, who has mixed loyalties in a game like this. Played for so long with one club, and now with the other. Now Rolls. Bowler. Nicely back to Cooper, who's having a top game. There's a try coming. Smith. Away again. Manly open right up. Wayne Smith. 2 tries in 2 minutes. The floodgates have opened. And Bob Cooper again involved in some good running football there. Let's see it again. The switch round to the blind side. A long pass. Rolls allowed to run much too far. Bowen. The backing up of Cooper. The good pass inside to Wayne Smith. And again, nobody could give that lad the start. From head on. Nicely done by Bowen. Cooper timed his pass very well. Wayne Smith skirts away. He's a very quick player. Wayne Smith's 79 record, 13 tries from 22 matches. Rolls. Just underneath. Couldn't quite strike it as he'd like. The scoreline, West 11, Manly 4. Big try there. No suggestion of any alteration in Manly's tactics. They cannot keep the ball. There's Alan Thompson, their coach, he's looking down the barrel of his first loss this year. Dorahy. Kicking for the forwards. And at least they'll get a scrum out of that. So that's not a complete loss. Manly scrum. Thompson. Dorahy. Not making any inroads at all today. They've wrapped him up very smartly every time he's touched the ball. Eadie. Oh, that was a despairing dive to keep that ball there too by Tom Mooney. Martin. Ray Brown. Running a little bit cross field. Up to 10 metres from the west quarter with Pillage making a sprint, getting it to Martin. Thompson. Gardner. Accelerates beautifully. Oh, very well tackled, high and low. Put out about 10 metres out. First time Manly have looked like a threat. Martin loses the ball behind it. Gets a kick in the air. It's too high. It won't pose any problem. And I would have thought those Manly players were offside. Rolls. 11-4, Western Suburbs. 2 tries in the space of 2 minutes. And 2 top tries. Jeffries. Donnelly. Cooper. Stood up well, Donnelly. The game opening up now. Both sides starting to make inroads. Good one. Beautiful pass to Lease. Nobody in support. Good one, kicking tactically, way downfield. Eadie evades the tackle of Buckley. Got it to Mooney. Mooney back upfield. The crowd loving this stuff. Gray. Thompson. He's quick. Had Dorahy with him. Dorahy. Thompson. Ray Brown. Gardner with a man over there. Walker standing wide. The pass has gone out to Mooney. Neil's there for the defence. Pass back inside to Walker. And good football from Manly, and not before time. I think Neil may have got a kick in the head there. Accidentally. Now Manly really pinging it around rapidly. Eadie, Thompson. Oh, he's trying to straight to Boland. Straight to him. Thanks very much, says Boland. Merlo settling play down now. West need to just calm themselves now. They were getting a little bit run around there. Now that's a penalty. That'll sort them out. Scrums have gone 9-8 in favour of Manly. The penalties have gone 10-7 in favour of Manly.
This horseman required at the turnstile.
Terry Leby with a nasty cut above his right eye.
And staying on.
Oh, there's no doubt he won't come off.
And a good kick. There's the error situation. Look at that. Manly 20. West 13. The number of times each side has conceded the ball back to the opposition. Hill. Lebeater. 11-4. Time ticking away. About 18 minutes to go. Jeffries, Donnelly. One-handed pass to Neil. At the rolls. Cooper had to go down to one knee to half volley that. Giddo back inside the Lease. And knock on. Looked promising there for a second. Well, both sets of backs standing up very flat, as you can see.
Parramatta 14, Newtown 14. Eastern Suburbs 9, South Sydney 4. North Sydney 16, Canterbury 14. St George 28, Penrith 7.
That's a Western Suburbs ball. Neil has it. Rolls. Martin doing his best to steal it from him.
West about to make a replacement. Mark Bevan wearing number 17 is going on.
And do we deduce that he'll replace Lebeater?
No, Chetty Goodman.
Goodwin
in the centres.
Well, Goodwin's there now. Lobs a pass out to Cooper, who does a nice step. Got a pass away. Picked up by Merlo. Goodwin can go in. Lobs a pass, it's too hard. It may be over the sideline. Mooney's got to it, has he? That was like a gridiron type pass. Mooney's got to it. Ian Thompson, straight ahead. 15.5 minutes to go. Western Suburbs with an 11 points to 4 lead. Eadie. Pilic. And Ted Goodwin taken from the field. Gray, Thompson. Mark Bevan coming on for Ted Goodwin. Very rough pass. Neil picks it up. No, he doesn't. He knocks on. Mark Bevan playing in number 17. Or Bevan, B-A-V.
I've got Ted Goodwin with me. Rex will have a word with him after we see this scrum.
That's a penalty to Western Suburbs with a kick and goal to follow. That will be another 10 yards. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. A side has shot its bolt when it does stupid things like that. They've just given the opposition another 20 metres. Suburbs 11, Manly 4. He's kicked it. 13 to 4, and that is a winning lead. Donnelly. Well, John Gray came off badly on that altercation because he fell on the ground and then they fell back on top of him. Lebetter. Neil. Rolls. Lease, the lock forward, standing deep and coming on the burst, something he does pretty well. Giteau, who's had a pretty fair game today, made some good runs. Donnelly. On the surge. Last tackle. Will it be a Rolls kick? It will. That was supposed to be a drop goal, but didn't get off the ground. Graham Eadie. Well tackled on the quarter line. Dorahy. A blinding acceleration of his. Not getting him into the clear that time. Dorahy's had the ball stolen from him. Bevan has done that. And West back in possession. Miller gets up and plays it forward, steals another metre or two. Lebetter. Midfield on the quarter line, Manly's end, 13-4, West lead. Bevan. Last tackle. Rolls. Standing close to the ruck. There he is. Little kick again. It's not a bad one. Eadie loses it. And a good one. It's to Giteau. See it again. Well judged kick again by Rolls, who's really not put a foot wrong as far as his kicking's concerned. A technical plan. Well, Eadie, an unaccountable error from him. He was starting to leave the arena. There's another penalty. I could be. No, just long enough. I think Manly have come up with the ball. Ian Thompson. Offside.
Jack Dancy threatening to send Ray Brown off then if he makes any comments about decisions.
The kick from Rolls. West back in a... they're merely going through the motions now. They've got this game well and truly in hand. That pass looked a touch forward. That pass looked a touch forward. On with the game. Donnelly, who's pounded his way methodically through a pretty decent yardage gain in this game. Rolls. Cooper. Had a top game, this young man.
He had a big one last week against North Sydney too. Scored 2 tries.
Must be in some sort of in with some sort of chance in city selections.
Yes, well, he's been more consistent this year. Last year he was up and down first in reserve grade, but this year he's one of the first forwards picked.
Well, Jeffries spills it.
As you're commenting on the fact that you just heard that Newdown are leading Parramatta.
Here's Lease. He's had a good game. Been involved in a lot of good play by Western Suburbs. Githo, one of his more productive games too. A number of good players in this Western Suburbs side. Bob Cooper. Jeffries with long passes out there. Here's Cooper standing wide. Unloads to Smith. He can go in, I think. I don't think he'll get to him. Yes, he does. Good defence with Mooney's help. And Edie's hurt. Mello, he's there. Threadbare defence. Threadbare. Edie's down. Western Manly 4. And really, this is a shellacking. 5 tries. Say it again. Jeffrey passes he's been thrown. A good defence from Edie head on. He got hurt in the collision with Mooney and Smith. And from that position, he's apparently bleeding heavily from the head. Off comes Merlo. A grafter. He's got through a lot of work today. Lee better. Unofficial time around about. There's Edie showing because they bleed very profusely, those. Not much skin there as Lease goes right through the gap, gets a pass away. Find a man to support, in support. Rolls was away on the left. Lease, Jeff.
Ross Winchapel about to go on for Edie.
Well, he needn't bother really. He's only got about 20 seconds, I think. At their account, 21 times Manly have lost the ball. If you're looking for reasons for losses, as Smith comes. And there's the header in the background. A merciful release for the Manly side as the kids swarm on to give the adulation due to Western. 5 tries and 2 goals. And if that goal kicking of Rolls had been on target, well, who knows what the try scorers have been. Wayne Smith, Wayne Buckley, Ron Gitto.